Welcome back everyone to Catherine's Plates, another crowd-pleasing appetizer. We are going to make beefy cheese empanadas. Now these are a baked empanada, and we're going to make them real easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now this came from one of you guys, so stay tuned to find out who it is. This idea came from Pasche D, I hope I'm saying that right, or Pash D. P-A-S-C-H-E, that's you. Thank you so much for this idea. I went and I looked for empanada recipes and kind of pulled together a few things from each recipe to make my own version. We're going to make it easy today by using refrigerated pie crust. I've got some ground beef here that we're going to season and give some nice ingredients to make that filling. That's going to be delicious. Y'all ready? Let's go ahead. I'm going to bring you down here and show you what we got. All right, we're going to start off. We got ground beef, cumin, paprika, chili powder. We've got salt, pepper, onion, bell peppers that I've diced up. We've got 1 egg, garlic. Got to have some cheese. And then we've got some tomato soup. We're just going to use a little bit of that. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then we've got some beef broth, which will flavor also. All right, let's put this together. We're going to start browning up our ground beef. I'm going to add about 1 cup of diced bell pepper. You want it very small. I've got red, yellow, and green. Just going to add that in, cook these down as the ground beef is browning up. And then we're going to take our onion and dice that up. You want to dice it up very small. All right, let's take off both ends. Peel off the outer layer, cut the onion in half, make thin strips. Turn it around, run your knife through it. Very small pieces. That's perfect right here. Let's go ahead and add that to our peppers and the ground beef. We're going to finish browning up the ground beef, making sure the peppers and the onions are nice and softened, and I'm going to bring you back. All right, the ground beef is all browned up. The peppers and the onions are nice and soft. We're going to go ahead and just take some paper towels, place it in, and drain the excess grease out, and then we're going to start flavoring it. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of beef broth. Now you can add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, or you can add tomato soup. So I'm going to be doing the tomato soup. And don't worry about the rest of it. I'll just heat that up and eat it as a soup. 2 teaspoons minced garlic. Let's stir that up. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. It gives it such a warm flavor. 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. We're going to stir this up. All right, we're going to take some cooked potatoes. Now I have these in a can, or you can boil your potatoes, or you can bake your potatoes. 4 medium-sized potatoes. I'm going to place them on my cutting board. I remember being young and my mom having these kind of potatoes for different things. All right, I'm just going to cut these. About a 1/4 inch thick, and then we're going to dice them. You're going to go ahead and turn off your burner. We're going to add the potatoes, and then we'll stir them in. Very gently, so we don't break the potatoes up. We definitely want the texture of the potato in the empanadas. We're going to let this cool down just a little bit while we work on the refrigerated pie crust to make the rounds. Now you want to make sure that you pull this out of the refrigerator at least 15 minutes before we need to roll these out. You want these room temperature. We'll work with one and put one off to the side. All right, before we start rolling these out, I'm going to lightly flour a clean work surface. I'm just using a silicone mat, pretty big one. Sprinkle some flour, not a lot, just enough to keep it from sticking. All right, we're going to find the tip of the dough here. I'm going to roll it out. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on my rolling pin here and on the dough. And roll it out, nice and thin. So what we're going to do is take a bowl, anything that's about 4.5 to 5 inches wide in diameter, and we're going to make circles. So we're going to press these in, twist, like that. Take all the excess dough off. We'll re-roll that to make more. We're going to bring our meat mixture over. We're going to fill each circle in the center with the mixture and make sure it goes in the center. Make sure you leave an edge around it. That way we can seal. All right, we're going to place a little bit of cheese on top of the meat mixture. I am using a spicy Mexican blend. You can use whatever cheese you like. Now I've chopped up some green onion. I'm going to place a little bit on top of the cheese. Taking 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water, just beat it together. I'm just going to take a pastry brush and brush it on half of the edge of the dough. All right, so we're going to pull up the dough and we're going to pull it over, pushing in all the mixture. Seal it all the way around. We're going to take a fork and we're going to crimp. Make sure it's nice and sealed. Push down and then pull out for a good seal. We're going to pull it up, place it on our baking sheet that we've lined with a silicone mat, or you can use parchment paper. Meat mixture, cheese, green onion, egg wash along the edges, pull it together, pinched closed the edges. Take your fork and crimp. We're going to place this on our sheet pan. Baste it with the egg wash. We're just going to take a fork. We're just going to push it through the center. Make sure these don't blow up on you. I'm going to place these in my 400-degree oven for 20 minutes until these are nice and golden brown and heated through. All right, let them cool down a little bit. Serve them up with some nice dipping sauces. I have a guacamole and I have a salsa. Look at these. Nice and golden on the back side, on the front side. Nice little pocket of goodness. I have a corner of a piece. I can give it a try for you. I'm going in to this stuff right here. So guacamole salsa. Pair that with these. Yum. That is good. That cumin and that chili powder give it a warmth of flavor for sure. All right. Y'all give me a thumbs up on this crowd-pleasing appetizer, empanadas. Comment down below what is your favorite appetizer for game day or for the holidays. All right, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below with that bell notification. That way you'll always know when my shows are posted. I'll see y'all on the next episode.